Here back in the fantasy bar, kicking off your Labor Day weekend with six of my favorite plays for this Friday night slate. We'll get some stacks going for you, a starting pitcher in an amazing strikeout matchup, some great home run spots, and a beast of the night that has been very good to us this season. Who we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the fantasy bar. Welcome in, guys. Friday edition Bears Daily Fantasy Six-Pack, kicking off this long weekend with a little video with six of my favorite plays fresh off the tap for you on both FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out today's video. Before we get to those plays, got to hit that tip jar. Take a second, click that thumbs up button. You guys have been rocking it lately. Thank you so much for that. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. NFL Six-Packs will kick off next week along with my Pints and Picks video, quick 1-minute video with two of my favorite NFL bets each and every week. Excited for NFL season to kick off next week, but still got a lot of baseball to do. So let's get into this Friday night slate. Let's start in the outfield with Trent Grisham of the Yankees. So Grisham had shown some nice power here out of the leadoff spot for this Yankees team. 4 home runs for him over the last 5 games. I still think too cheap, sitting atop this potent lineup here and been very good against righties this season. Woba's near 400, and look at that ISO, way up at 262 for him. And over the last month, those numbers have jumped. 428 Woba and a big 329 ISO over the past 30 days. So great spot here for Grisham. Guy that hits with power. Yankees should score some runs tonight, and way too cheap on both sides. Trent Grisham, one of my favorites here for Friday night. All right, let's add another piece from the Yankees at second base with Jazz Chisholm. Another guy that's locked it in. Yankees went through a little lull there, but they have broken out in a big way. 4 multi-hit games for him over the last 10. 5 home runs over that span, along with 10 RBI. And the power has certainly been impressive against righties. I mean, Aaron Judge's ISO against right-handed pitching sits at 327. Right behind him, Jazz Chisholm at 312. So an absolute elite number here. And Gomez has had issues with lefties. 358 Woba, 197 ISO allowed, and a 46% hard contact rate. You add that to a low strikeout rate, so negate some of that worry with both Grisham and Chisholm here. Just 16.7% against lefties this season means plenty of balls in play here. Good power spot for these Yankees, especially these lefties with Grisham and Jazz Chisholm. All right, let's get you a value play at third base with Josh Young of Texas. So starting to turn it on here, hits in 5 straight games, 3 of those games multi-hit games here, and obviously we love this ballpark. We talk about it all the time. Big total here in this game. You're getting a heart of the order bat for super cheap, under 4,000 on DK and under 3,000 here on FanDuel. Jeffrey Springs loves to throw that 4-seam fastball 42% of the time to right-handed hitters here, and Young has hit that pitch extremely well, and this is going back to the start of last season. 409 Woba and a big 250 ISO against the 4-seamer. So I like his chances to go yard here in this game. Now Springs, wheels kind of falling off here of late. Over the past month against righties, 353 Woba allowed and a big 288 ISO. Certainly vulnerable to the long ball. I think we get a cheap home run here tonight from Josh Young. All right, starting pitcher up next, and my favorite, Robbie Ray against the Orioles. So starting pitcher not easy tonight. Robbie Ray, the head of the crop for me here in this matchup against the Baltimore Orioles. Obviously a great pitcher's ballpark here as well, and I get it. Production has certainly been up and down. That's the name of the game with Robbie Ray over the course of his career. But 20 or more DraftKings points in 3 of the last 5, and we know the upside is there to get him into the 30s and put a big number on the board at just a $9K price point. Baltimore, 7th highest strikeout rate against lefties. You look at that projected starting lineup, it is littered with strikeouts. 6 of those projected starters sitting above 26% strikeout rate against left-handed pitching this season. I think spot Robbie Ray can rack up 8, 9, potentially double-digit strikeouts here. You're getting all that at 9K. Great spot here tonight against Baltimore for Robbie Ray. All right, back to the bats in the outfield with Yordan Alvarez of Houston. So great price here. I say a buy low, but people would scoff at that, spending $4,700, but under 5K feels like a steal here for Yordan Alvarez. Plus, we get the lefty on lefty here tonight, which generally goes pretty low owned, as the masses don't love this kind of matchup. But Yordan, one of the best in all of baseball against left-handed pitching. Go back to the start of last season. We're talking a 438 Woba and a 260 ISO for him against lefties. Now you add in Tyler Anderson, who's really had issues with left-handed hitters this season. 417 Woba allowed, a big 308 ISO, and our power mix in play as well. 50% hard contact and a 39% fly ball rate. It's a great breakout spot here at potential low ownership for Yordan Alvarez. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Friday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest and give away another free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Very easy to play, free to play. All you got to do, click that thumbs up button, head to the comment section and get fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter, giving you 5 bats here in the video. Doesn't have to be the Beast. Whichever of the 5 scores the most points, your guess is the closest. Simple as that. You walk away with that free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap up today's video with my favorite play on the entire slate. You know, Matt's Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to round things out with a guy that's been great to us. So we're going to go right back to the well here on outfielder Riley Green of Detroit, tonight's Beast of the Night. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Big grand slam for us the other night here, and I love this spot for him once again against Seth Lugo. Over the last 9 games, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. Lugo has struggled with lefties, 368 WOBA, big 246 ISO, 58% hard contact rate, and multiple home runs allowed in 7 of his last 9 games. So super vulnerable to the deep ball here. I think Detroit, very stackable. Riley Green, seeing him 3 times here in a week. Very rare air, but this is my favorite spot and didn't want to leave him out. Riley Green, easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Friday video, kicking off your Labor Day weekend with 6 of my favorite plays. As always, any comments, questions, feedback, anything you guys want to talk about, you can find me in that YouTube comment section or over on Twitter at Beermakersfan and get your guess in. Simply put a number in the chat. My highest scoring hitter's DraftKings points matches closest to your guess. You're going to walk away with that free week of RotoGrinders Premium. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on tonight's slate. Have a great and safe Labor Day weekend, and we will see you next week with more baseball videos as well as week 1 NFL 6-pack and pints and picks. Excited to still talk baseball and kick off the NFL season. Going to be busy here in the fantasy bar. Appreciate all of your guys' support. Thank you again for watching. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on rotogrinders.com/videos.